Yo, what up, YouTube? Now, this is for my fellas, especially my young men, and even, the men that's in their 20s. This is just for those who need it. You know what I'm saying? Violence. How does violence play a role in life? I want to say violence is an important part of life. Being peaceful is how you're supposed to walk. That's how you get things done. But being able to inflict violence, if necessary, is important to a young man or a man's confidence. A lot of men, you see everybody go to the gym, you see all these people, how to get traps and rear delts and how to, get a six-pack ab, those things are cool for aesthetics, but it's like, you can have all that type of stuff. We've seen time and time again watching UFC fights, the dopest looking guy get beat up. And don't get me wrong, sometimes they beat up people too. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with having six-pack abs and traps and nice chest and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I work out. I like looking in the mirror and seeing those type of things myself. So it's not a negative thing. But what I want to tell these young men is, and even in general, what good is that if you're not functionally able to move in combat scenarios? If you're not able to fight to protect your family, to protect yourself, what good is having a big biceps? What good is that? You're gonna be a big bicep person laid out on the floor in front of your girl, and when you wake up, you're single. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, you like, damn, what happened? She gone, and you got a black eye because you didn't know how to block, or because you giving off a cowardly type of energy. You hear all these different YouTube influencers who's always giving advice to young men. Get your money up, level up, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And some might remind you the importance of being dangerous. And it's very important. It's very important for you to have the confidence to be able to walk and go anywhere you want to go, and have the confidence that you can hold your own. And not just hold your own physically, but have enough mental strength to understand that if you have to take a loss, you take a loss. But the message was given. You see? Sometimes you have to have that confidence. And then when you have that confidence about you because of your abilities, sometimes things don't happen. But when you don't have that confidence, other men with confidence, like what you have to understand is there's a lot of men who study, there's a lot of men who are disciplined on certain arts, and don't necessarily mean that these guys are pure and righteous. These guys may be overshadowed, these guys may be evil and all that type of stuff, and you might come across them, and they might look at you as lunch. I was in the Academy Sports store this past week, and I was in the boxing section grabbing some gloves, and there was this energy. This man just had this energy, and I'm just shopping, just happy-go-lucky, looking at the different boxing gloves, and he walked right past me, same size and all that type of stuff, and I could see on the corner of his eye he's looking back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that section. There was two guys. There was just like. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? This is my tone, but I have a different tone if I have to turn up. But this is my tone. I'm like, hey, what's up, you guys? How y'all doing? And a lot of times I like to be like that. I like to be real humble just to see where people are at, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, what's up? Well, I'm like, okay, whatever. But anyways, the guy walks right past me, like so in my space. And then he walks past me kind of like, yo, and I just stood there, just look. Like, if you turn around, this is what you're going to see. Me looking dead at your soul. If you turn around, this is exactly what you're gonna see. And don't get me wrong, yeah, I'm a peaceful person, but see, sometimes peace comes through conflict. You know, everybody's so afraid of conflict, but I'm just looking, and I can just tell that his spirit was off. But see, his spirit realized that I wasn't lunch. You know what I'm saying? Because he kept walking, like, oh, snap, you know what I'm saying? There's no goofy cat over here. But the point is, I have that because I have skills. I train. I condition my body. You understand? And my mind, you just can't be a goofy cat. You just can't be a cat who know how to fight and have a weak mind. You got to understand spirits, vibrations. You got to understand provocations. When somebody's provoking you, there's a reason why somebody's provoking you. Oh, why is he being a tough guy? You got to be a thinker. All the greatest fighters, gladiators were thinkers. You got to understand, why is he moving like this? There's something behind that. Is he strapped? Hey, man, peace. Have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Live, get home. Get home. But I just want to say, you know, it's important, you know, these gym memberships, they're not that expensive, going to these different fitness gyms, but you should invest. You see a lot of guys say, oh, I've been working out for 3 years. Imagine if you've been working out for 3 years, but also doing jujitsu for 3 years, also doing kickboxing for 3 years, boxing for 3 years, Krav Maga for 3 years. There's different type of techniques that it won't leave you. Your gains could leave you. You got a good, nice little pump. Every time you're chasing the pump, but when you develop yourself in skills and fighting, in combat, and also weaponry, those things typically don't leave you. Now you'll see the importance. Oh, dang, I was so swole, I couldn't even move. Because dude punched me, I couldn't even block. I couldn't even move my neck. Or there's different functionalities that your body require that sometime working out keep you stabilized. I'm a high advocate of calisthenics. Calisthenics is a great, but rolling and jiu-jitsu, boxing, moving your body in a way that it moves naturally and making it serve you is very important, because it's a different type of pain, and it's a different type of healing that your body has to go through. And when you go through that type of pain and type of healing, then, and you're doing your body like that, breaking it down every day, when you're walking in public, you're in your mind, you're like, who can mess with me? Now, you don't have to be a tough guy, because you will attract opportunities to prove yourself, but you still have that confidence among men. And if you got confidence among men, you can have confidence among a woman. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? You just have confidence in your ability to exist. No one can just take things away from you or treat you a certain way. You can hold a stand, and you your own security, you your own law enforcement, in a sense of if a conflict happens, no one's coming to save you but you. So if you're not conditioned mentally, emotionally, and physically, then why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? If you can't protect yourself or protect those that you care about. You know, you might be walking down the street, somebody says something crazy to you, they didn't like the way you were driving or whatever, and you know you were sincere. I mean, you want to be peaceful, don't get me wrong. I'm saying this, you want to be peaceful, but sometimes you have to let people know, hey, you got the wrong one. So I really highly suggest that young man, you develop some type of skills. Think about it. Think about if you did a couple of years of boxing, then you start investing in buying your punching bags, gloves, and all this type of stuff, and you're always doing that type of training on top of the love that you have for going to the gym. You are going to increase in confidence, and you're going to keep yourself functional to protect yourself or your family or your loved ones. And you know how women say, oh, I want a provider and a protector and all that. Can you really protect? Like, How do you know you can protect if you haven't put yourself in a lion's den? And it ain't about being like, I have so much respect for any size of man. I won't mistreat anybody, but I won't show favors to no one. I won't show favors to a big guy and treat a smaller stature man different. No, I'm gonna treat them the exact same. If you off, I'm gonna check you. If you big, I remember those times where I've pulled men like 6'5", 6'6", away from everybody, and I got at him, and he's like, "Whoa, it could actually go down right here." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's the intent. So either you gonna stop disrespecting me, or we about to have a problem right here." Guys that tower way over me, and it's because of how I was raised, the mentality, the skills. So think about that. Find and you can, do 8 months this art, 8 months that art, till you find your niche, till you find the proper coach, a proper trainer, proper professor, someone that's gonna build you up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. Oh, one more point I'd like to make. It's like being a person that comes from the hood or whatever the case may be, who's a street cat or whatever the case may be. What I like about today's time, you see a lot of street cats with skills. You see a lot of street cats knowing how to do different type of combat. And I love that, because now, of course you still see a lot of clowns who's not thinking clearly on how to actually fight. You know what I'm saying? And I like that you starting to see cats who actually have swag, but also have skills and ability. You know what I'm saying? And those things you can pass on to your family and your friends, or you can pass on to your partner and stuff like that. So just something to think about. And I think it's very important that men should know that, and also, of course, women should know these type of things. Being that sometimes you can put yourself in a bad situation. Anyways, I rambled long enough. Find you an art, practice it, master it, so that while you looking good, if someone wants to hate because you decide to take care of yourself and look good, you can be able to cross that, draw a line and say, "Hey, don't cross that line. Just enjoy yourself," and how you look him in the eyes. You look him in the eyes, like, man, I'm here to enjoy myself. Just enjoy yourself. It gives you a bravado. It gives you a swag too, because you know your abilities. You like, man, I just sparred with 4 guys yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I did good. Man, have a drink, man. Please have a drink. They kind of sense that. They're like, hold on, why is he like this? He knows something. So give you that edge, give you that confidence. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. Peace.